Dory.
Nori. Ori.
Loin.
Loin. At your service.
Where do you all come from? Just go into them. I think I must be having a nightmare.
You're awake.
Hem! Honored doors. I'm afraid you've mistaken this for a restaurant. This is a private home.
Oh, jolly good. Bring out the food. Hot cocoa for me, please.
And more cakes. We're fresh out, please.
Stop that pounding, will you?
Careful, Bilbo. It's not likely to leave guests waiting on the mat and then open the door like a pop gun.
I'm Dipper. Gopher. At your service. Bomber. At your service. Our great leader, Thorin.
Sir,
My fault, I'm terribly sorry.
don't mention it. Ah, we're all here.
Yes, quite a merry gathering.
Who can that be?
Well, I certainly wouldn't know.
For your groceries, Mr. Baggins.
Thank you, Auntie.
Having a party, Mr. Baggins? Dwarves! Jeez, Mr. Baggins, hundreds of them. Wait till they hear of this town road. Dwarves, like Vulcan.
Dear. I expect there's food for the latecomers.
Well, I might have a little tea left.
Tea? No, thank you. A little red wine and some cold chicken and pickles.
And for me.
Apple pie and coffee. Mince pie with cheese.
Pork pie and salad!
Raspberry jam.
Put on a few eggs. Then.
Cold tongue and a side of ham. Cupcakes!
Sugar cheese, if you please. More cakes and ale.
More. Don't stitch yourselves. Seem to know just as much about the inside of my kitchen as I do. I could use some help.
Dipper, Nori, now. Baldy, turn down the lights.
Dark for dark business. Hush. Let Thorin speak.
Gandalf, dwarves, and Mr. Baggins.
I saw.
We are met here in the house of our fellow conspirator.
No.
This wise and brave hobbit.
Oh, dear.
May the hair in his feet never fall out. All praise to his food. We are meant to discuss our plans. We shall soon before dawn start on a long, hard journey. So dangerous that some of us may never return. Or may reach the Misty Mountains only to be eaten by the dragon.
Come. He's an excitable little fellow. He gets these queer fits, but he's as fierce as a dragon in a pinch.
Struck by lightning. Struck by lightning.
It's all very well for you to talk. But one trait like that in a moment of danger might wake the dragon and all of us again. They'd eat the lot of us before you swallow a dozen cupcakes.
It did sound more like fear than excitement. As a matter of fact, but for the sign at the door, I thought we'd come to the wrong house.
Why, he just turned the jelly right before our eyes. He looks more like a grocer than a burglar.
Pardon me, but I couldn't help but overhear your insults. Am I allowed a few words?
By all means.
First of all, I don't know what you're talking about. There isn't any sign on my door. Yes, of course, sir, if all the dents from your banging.
Of course there's a sign. I put it there myself.
My good sir, the sign says, burglar wants good job, plenty of excitement, and reasonable reward. Read it for yourself.
So, I've been deceived.
You asked me to find a 14th man per expedition, Thorin. I choose Mr. Baggins here.
Oh, you did you? Well,
But I made a sad mistake. No, this can't be the chap. I was looking for a member of the famous Took family. Imagine that. I mistook him for a Took.
But I am a Took. Why, my great-uncle Bullroar Took.
Yes, but we're talking about you.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, now here is a hobbit with desires beyond his next cup of tea. But alas, he's just a run of the Shire hobbit. When adventure knocks, he locks his door and hides under the bed.
Really, this is too much.
So go back to shoveling coal, dwarves. Mr. Baggins is too afraid to set out, and you certainly can't go on 13. It's too unlucky.
Sir, I would have you know that to uphold the honor of the Took family, I would cross mountains and deserts and fight 100 dragons.
Splendid! Mr. Baggins is a ball! he is. Or will be when the time comes. There's more to him than you may know, or he may even know himself. You'll live to thank him, and to thank him that you live.
Well, let us hope so. Now, get on with the plans. It's late.
Let's have some light on. This is a map of the Lonely Mountains. It was left by your grandfather, King Drake.
Yes.
What mountain?
That's where the treasure is. And the dragon!
I don't think this will help much. I know Mirkwood well enough from the lands about it. Mirkwood? The Withered Peak.
That's where the great dragons breed!
There's the mountain marked in red. We're sure not to miss that dragon, are we?
Yes, the dragon. Well, I'm not overly fond of dragons, but then I've never actually met one.
You will, you will. Now, Corin, look here. This is a map to the secret entrance. It's here. Circle.
How? But is it still secret? That's the question.
By now, the dragon must know these caves from top to bottom.
But not the secret entrance. It's so well hidden, it looks exactly like the side of the mountain. And there's a key to go along with it. Keep it safe.
Indeed I will. Well, now things begin to look a little more hopeful. Secret entrance. What luck.
Roar! Hear him roar! It's dinner time. The dragon's hungry for some nice roasted burglar!
Why don't we ask our burglar expert for his thoughts and suggestions?
Well, first of all, I should like to know some information, such as about the dragon and the treasure and how it got there and who it belongs to and so on.
Very well.
I'd also like to know about risks, out-of-pocket expenses, wages, time required, etc.
He wants to know his chances of coming back alive and how much gold he'll get.
His chances are as good as ours. The circumstances are briefly these. Long ago, my grandfather was king. He settled with the dwarves under the Lonely Mountain and built the merry town of Dale. Here. Those were the happy days. They made beautiful things just for the fun of it. Not to sell as we do now. When they needed more gold or emeralds or rubies, they just dug them out of the mountain. There was no end to the supply. But that brought the dragon. Good times always bring dragons. History illustrates.
Be brief, Cormac.
Very well. There's an especially wicked dragon by the name of His
Small.
name seems to stick in my throat.
Yes, it's small.
Yes. So,